Hey, you're with your girl, Michi Renee, live in the studio for CIE Fashion Magazine TV, and I'm here with none other than
DJ Quik.
DJ Quik. CIE, myself, Damien, we have been big fans of your music since 1991.
Thank you.
And I have a lot of questions to ask you about what was it like making that music, how far you come, where do you want to go, things like that.
Right on. Well, yeah, I'm open. This is the thing. Damon, I appreciate you too, bro. I appreciate that you like my music from the day because we always were insecure that people would like it because we were speaking too much of the truth. And, the truth is hard to sell sometimes. So, being like the news reporters of the neighborhood at that time, it was a tough job. But it also, being a double-edged sword, it got us into some doors we never thought we'd be in, and it got us to some heights that we never thought we'd experience because we were the truth. So, fire away. Question number one.
Speaking of the truth, I mean, like I said, we grew up listening to your music. We were in high school when that came out, and it was so hype every time. I mean, to this day, I have Pandora, DJ Quik Radio. We're listening to it. I'm in traffic. It helps me get through the worst traffic because I'm listening to Tonight. I'm listening to this. I'm listening to Let's Get Down. I am so honored that you're here.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Michi.
You're welcome. Can you tell us about some interesting stories making the music that you would want the audience to know about?
Well, I think anybody knows it's just like locker room talk. This is basically studio talk. It's a hard process sometimes in the studio because there's a lot of egos and you have to have one person to delegate everybody. You got to have like almost like it's like politics. It's like you got to have one guy at the head of the seat to make the ultimate decision. So everybody would have their ideas and we'd all try to be open. But if there were any conflicts, then it slowed the recording process down. And that's the one thing we never wanted to do. We wanted to record as many things as possible. So it was just, it would be egos every now and then. And it wasn't bad. We were smart enough to have what we called the old heads around us back then. So we were produced by Tracy and Courtney, who they kept us, they were like our chaperones on tour. Because again, we new to this. Me and K started DJing in like 1983, breakdance in 1982, 83. And I became friends with him at Davis Junior High School in Compton and just loved what he was about. He was just a star automatically. I'm like, this guy is going to be big. Even before I knew who I was. So, I was following this nigga around. I'm like, hey, man, let me borrow your mixer. He let me borrow, go ahead. He let me borrow his mixer. I went and got some turntables. I'm over there learning how to scratch practice. I seen him. He was like, all right, I need my mixer back. Cool. Gave him his mixer back. No damage. No roaches in it. Compton used to be roach infested. No roaches in it. Nothing weird. No, not even scratched up. Faders all still work. And we got a bond then. We had a friend named Michael Padro who we all were together. You know what I mean? Just like, kids growing up in Compton, and in the turmoil. We stayed away from all the wild stuff because that was when Reaganomics was popping. We just stayed into the music. We stayed watching, trying to watch whatever we could, that had to do with Run DMC and breakdancing. We just stayed on that page. Biz Marquee record come out, we buying that. Too Short record come out, we buying that. We, Run DMC is like that. That's the way it is. It was one of the first records I owned, and I was like, like this is it. This is what I want to be, what I want to do. So KK felt the same way, and we started sharing records. Then we started, fast forward, these guys, I leave from Compton, I moved to LA to grow up, and K and them stayed in Compton, and they started doing mixtapes at the same time that I started doing mixed cassettes. So somehow I got their cassette through the homies. They was like, bro, back then there wasn't no internet, no none of that. So you had to like go to a phone booth sometimes to call a nigga or get the home phone number to call a nigga, get in touch. You had to reach out like Pacific Bell, AT&T. My niggas reached out. I got on a phone call with them and they came to meet me and my boy Player Ham, who I was living with at the time, and they played their cassette. And I'm sitting up here blown away like, oh, these niggas is bad. Just being 100. I'm like, these niggas hard. Like, what we gonna do? Hey, man, what y'all want to do, my nigga? Like, y'all gonna put this shit out with man? So, Player Ham was like, yeah, player, you probably need to fuck with them. So I did. I started fucking with them. D singing and shit. They got Mike P on the motherfucking track in the background doing backgrounds. KK with the raspy, dope little, the unique voice. Like nobody sounds like KK. People, can't say Ja Rule sounds like him. You can't say Jeezy sound like him. It's KK. So we mix our mixtapes. We selling mixtapes. We get together and was like, hey man, instead of y'all selling this tape separate and I'm selling my little tape separate, let's just do one together. So we start doing mixtapes, cassettes together. And I'm like, we broke back then. I ain't selling drugs or nothing. It's like life is real. I got a job. I'm doing construction work, but I'm still doing music on the side. That was my side hustle. You know what I'm saying? Selling beats, $200, $100 off the SP1200. We put our own cassette out, and it blew up. It's like, hey, what the fuck? I can't keep driving this. I'm trying to sell niggas cassettes one at a time. Balling niggas pulling up on me in big ass expensive cars, big 560 Mercedes Benz, El Caminos on gold Dayton's, all candy flake paint, talking about give me the whole box. I'm like, no man, I gotta get Tisha one, LaRonda, Shonda want one. You know what I'm saying? Man. What's my name? Ed. Remember Ed from Sharon Alley? Ed want one. We gotta get, remember Silver Tooth Sean? We had to get all the homies one, right? So niggas trying to buy the whole thing. So I would be like, if I was tired that day, I'd just sell him the whole box, drive back home to LA, and go just start making other. We bought a little duplicator. We just started doing our own cassettes. Then was like, we didn't even know we was doing this. It was like, man, we can't sell no blank cassette. No, it was either 100. Remember, Memorex used to come 10 in the box.
Yeah, I remember I had 10 in the box one time.
Yeah, remember that cheap brand that used to be at Newberry's with the little blue ones, the something tech. Them motherfuckers you could only play them once because they were so cheap. No, remember we felt, but this fuck all them cheap, all them little them bad companies. We went to that duplicator in LA and was getting 100 chrome cassettes, 30-minute cassettes, 45-minute cassettes, 60 whatever, for like, $40 for 100. Nigga, that was winning.
I still got
It's like 40 cents a cassette,
I still got
right?
some of the original.
So we and they came with labels. Exactly. He still got it. He got the red tape. That motherfucker gonna win a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Grammys, guaranteed, Recording Academy. But anyway, we making the cassettes. I'm dubbing them from the master. We got to write on them. It's like we can't sell blank cassettes, so we writing on the shit like, hey man, sign this motherfucker. We hand writing them like the red tape, DJ Quik, 1990, whatever it was, 1989, whatever. Boom, put them on the tape, put the J cards in. Jumping the rabbit, you know what I'm saying? Jumping whatever. The Cutlass. Volkswagen Rabbit. That's my first car. Jumping the Cutlass, right? I know this is long running, but y'all can edit this and cut it. Jump in the Cutlass. We rode back to Compton again. Niggas was like, in LA was like, hey man, what's up with them cassettes? Because they heard us making them, who I lived with. Player Ham's brother, Carl, was like, told Player Ham, this nigga got talent. I'm like, I'm just trying to make some money for Ham because I'm living with him. I don't want to be no fucking burden on nobody. So I'm selling cassettes. I'm like, you want to be on them? Nah, player, that's your hustle. Y'all do what you do you. You know what I'm saying? So hey, cool. But I'm at the same time I'm producing their album. But this was making, we was setting up the setup and didn't even realize it, and keeping these dope ass friendships, keeping them on the home fires, keeping the friendships tight, and you know what I'm saying, and our passion was burning, bruh. More and more cassettes is going out. I was like, I can't do this no more, bro. This shit is selling 1,000 every time now. I'm tired of sitting up here burning these cassettes, signing all these damn J cards, these fucking label prints, putting the J cards in. The cassette blew up. I'm making money. I got a wad of money in my pocket. Nigga ain't hungry now. It's like, nigga, we supersizing it.